We're back in the lab. There's no Cam Luke, but there is Mitho. Welcome back, Mitho.
Thank you, Adza. Looking forward to this. $2 million. You only get me back for the big ones. Inglis Millennium Day. It's set to be an absolute beauty at Randwick headquarters.
It sure is. Now, the 1,100 metre start, this is important. There's a chute, so there's only that one long sweeping bend before they make the dash for home. And Mitho, let's have a look at the barrier draws, because they're not vitally important here.
Well, you'd still rather be drawn down, I would have thought.
Yeah, well, Shajardin is the favourite. Now, it's drawn nicely in the middle. I think it's a pretty good alley for it. A lot of money for Baldino, who draws beautifully, may get into the box seat.
Yeah.
Couple of others here. You got Zambezi River drawn out wide, will be trying to get into a nice spot. And also Jamie Carr on Il Padrino, as we mentioned, up from Melbourne. Just needs a little luck to get a spot from there. But what about the settle grid?
Well, poor old Jamie, we've got to camp 3 wide with a bit of cover. There's your favourite Shajardin. Probably has to go back from that barrier draw and the way it's raced. It's undefeated 2 from 2. Zambezi River back there, a good chance as well. Different form lines, but it'll be just interesting to see exactly what sort of run they get in transit.
So it's hard to pick who's going to lead. You've got Extravagant Star up there, up in grade.
Well, I mean, Geelong Maiden led all the way. Class here. Has he got the speed to be up on right on outside leader in this race? I'm not sure. It leads us to the market and plenty of money Baldino, which is interesting.
Yeah, it being $10 into $5.50. So Jardin up the top, a little bit easy, $3.30 out to $4. El Padrino 10 into $8.50. Zambezi River, plenty of support at $10. You like it?
I've been waiting for this horse since he ran second in the Breeders' Plate. Waller, James Harron, $1 million colt. They're trying to get this horse to stud. They will only let this horse rip when he's ready. So the $10 is appealing. I've led you to my tip here. I'm not going to be all chips in 5 units. I'm 3 units each way. I'm just tipping that this team have got this horse right on the day.
Yeah, and I'm keen on one each way as well. El Padrino, Jamie Carr, Mar Eustace, coiled up, will be strong late. Really like to trial and prep. The 1,100 metres will suit. Can't be overconfident in a race like this, but I do like it each way. How good are these 2-year-olds? Can one of these win the slipper?
It's so exciting this time of year seeing these babies. We saw Profiteer last year win this race, and he was really high up in betting for Golden Slippers. Didn't ultimately win it. The winner will be certainly favoured in the Golden Slipper, but there's so much to play out. It's an exciting time of year to see these 2-year-olds go around.
How good do you think this form is? Can one of these win the slipper? Leave your thoughts below. Some serious 3-year-olds back in action here for the Eskimo Prince. They could be major players through the autumn, some of these, Mitho.
It's a Group 3 by name, but it's a Group 1 by nature. There's no doubt about that. And where do you run your big races? You run them at Randwick. At headquarters, I love it.
And out of the chute, they've got that lovely long run again. Big sweeping bend there before they do the dash home. Barrier draw's not crucial, but of course you want to draw nicely if you can.
Absolutely. In a race like this, where they're all got their reputations on the line, you'd rather be where Palali is.
Yeah, and that is drawn beautifully in barrier 4. Some tactical speed, but not really quick out, so might be able to posse up nicely there. Converge does have good gate speed. Will get out nicely. May not lead, but will be right up on the pace. And a couple of the other big ones drawn out wide. Captivant, back after leading them up in the Cox Plate, draws wide, will get back. And Hilal as well will drift back, probably 3 wide with cover from that wide draw.
They're the Storm home guys. Settle grid all important at the start of the race to get you in the picture. Morris's me dad's probably the leader. I reckon got the speed for Bjorn Baker to be out there. Converge, therefore, can take that nice little sit. Has got the tactical speed. We've seen him win races from back and from on pace. Mananui got the visitors draw, the Kiwi, didn't he? And Jamie Carr's going to have some work to do, but probably sits outside leader.
Yeah, now Pal Ailey, Kieran McAvoy. This is where he's going to want to get into here. Yeah, but there'll be a few others trying to push him back down towards the inside from that inside draw
maybe.
as well. Yeah, look, I don't think he's going to want to get there. He'll want to stay in the running line to increase his hopes of being able to peel out and wind up Pal Ailey, who's got that beautiful change-up speed. And just a couple of others here as well. We've got Hilal and of course Captivant, who we mentioned that are going to get back from their draws over the shorter trip than they'll like as they build into their campaigns.
Yeah, and that's going to lead us to a really interesting market here. Palale, obviously dual nominated, decides to go here in Sydney, and there's been plenty of money for Palale at the $2.40. But the one that I just wanted to bring to everyone's attention, I spoke to Peter Moody this morning, and he said some of these horses wouldn't be worthy of carrying Captivant's bags in this. It's second in the Caulfield Guineas, good enough to go and lead up in a Cox Plate after that at the end of his preparation. $18 is gifting money away. Look for him late, steaming home. I want a little ticket each way there.
Yeah, it does look good value. As you mentioned, though, ever since they decided with Powlele, we're staying in Sydney, we're not going down to Melbourne, it's been absolutely crunched into $2.40. Bit of money for Converge, 5 into $4.40, and Hilal has been around that $18 into $14. Who are you tipping?
I know, I'm scared stiff of Captivant, but I've stuck with Converge. I've got a love affair with Frankel. He's a lovely horse. He's a Group 1 winner, and I can see him just getting a lovely run from the barrier, and given he's got that tactical speed. So Converge for me.
Bit of confidence here, 4 out of 5 as well. Similar confidence for me with Powlele. The only thing that stops it is I think there's some really, really good, strong finishes here. And one of those I'll be saving on is Hilal. Just might find the trip a little short, but gee, it's going to be strong on the line. I think we're seeing some lovely 3-year-olds in action here. Will any of them be major players through the carnival? Give us your thoughts below.